to Monday. Yay, it's a new week. I'm sure some of you are like, why are you so excited about that? But Monday's like the best day of the week. I got to get my Stampin' Lips to get this party started. I hope you guys had a great weekend. We had, well, Carl had his first cross-country meet as a college runner. And I did look to see how far it was for me to just run up to his meet, and it was, a solid 12 hours. So I decided against it, much to my dismay. But I did find it difficult to cheer for him from home. But thankfully, he was pretty Johnny on the spot in calling or texting us how he did, and then we talked to him a couple times, and he did really, really well. He ran super, super well for his first 8K, which is just shy of 5 miles. So it's almost exactly 5 miles. And he got 8th place overall and 8th place on his team. I think his team, so he runs for a Division I school, and I think the teams he was running against were not Division I schools. So that doesn't mean that their runners aren't as good. They just generally aren't as good. Anyway, so his team did really, really well, and he did really, really well. And I was actually, all of this is very new for my husband and I. Like, we don't know how this works in college. Nobody in any of our families did sports in college, so we don't really know how it works. But I was talking to my daughter, who she ran in high school and wanted to run in college, but because of COVID, she just couldn't. So, because she started college when COVID was going on. But anyway, she was like, Mom, he did super good. So proud. We actually do get to watch him run next week, which is going to be super awesome. It's in Minneapolis, so it's just 6 hours each way, but my family lives up there, so that's nice. We'll get to see them, and of course, see him run, which I'm very much looking forward to. So anyway, he seems to be doing really well, so that made our hearts quite happy. And then our high school cross country team here, they had their home meet, which there's only one home meet typically in a year, and so we went and watched that on Saturday morning, which was fun. And I had to laugh because your kid's not running, your heart's not pounding like it would be, and because you don't have to see the runners like in all the places, so you don't have to like bust your tushy to run to the places to see all the people. So it was really nice and relaxing to be a spectator at a meet your kid wasn't actually running in, so that was kind of refreshing. So anyway, it was fun to watch the girls and the boys. The girls ran amazing, and unfortunately the boys, their top runner, was out sick, and it sounds like the whole team has been sick, so I think they had a bit of a rough start because of illness, but it's going to be a great year, and we're excited to be fans from afar. So that was our big part of our weekend. And then what else did we do? We went to our cabin to close it up for the winter, which is kind of depressing, especially because we only were there once this year. Before this weekend, we spent the night, but it was just such a gorgeous weekend. It was so cool. We had to shut the windows. I love that. But then I looked at the weather, and it's supposed to be like 80s to 90 all week. So, September. Anyway, I'm also super duper excited because I booked a little getaway with my sister coming up. She has a business trip in California, and I'm tagging along. So I'm really excited. I think it will do my soul very good to touch the ocean I really feel strongly about that. So I'm really looking forward to going to California with her for a little getaway. We're going to be in Southern California, and oh boy, you're going to ask me where now. I can't remember. Beach is in the name. It's one of the beaches. I want to say south of LA. I don't know. I'm not very good with Southern California. I used to live in Northern California, but it's in Southern California. I'm pretty sure it's not Seal Beach. I would have remembered that. And that doesn't, I don't know. Yeah, it is definitely not that. But no, it's not Newport Beach. I know you guys are going to name them all off, and I'm not sure. But it's a beach in Southern California. So I'm really excited to spend some time with my sister and to just touch the ocean. I can't wait. So we're also going to spend a couple days with some friends of hers, which will be really nice. So that'll be great. So yeah, that's going to be lots of fun. I've wanted to go somewhere for a while. My only wish was that my husband was coming with. But anyway, it will be really great to get away, and I can't wait to just get out of town. But the funny thing is, it's probably going to be super hot, right? Because like Southern California stays warm through the fall pretty well. So yeah. And then what else do I have? I also need to plan a getaway to visit my mom, which I need to do soon too. And that is also gonna, hopefully it will be it'll be sometime soon so we can enjoy fall. My mom lives in Duluth, Minnesota, and it is very pretty up there in the fall. So anyway, let's see. Oh, I feel like I have a story for you, but I can't think of what it would be. So, I hate that. Sometimes I almost want to make notes about the stories I need to tell you during my lives, just to make sure I get them all out. So, anyway, all right. Well, a few things to talk about. So since we last met, right? Yeah, since we last met, the new catalog has launched. Yay! And I'm really loving it. I've been working on my projects for the new catalog kickoff party because I have a live tomorrow. And I'm really looking forward to stamping with you for that. This new catalog just has so many fun things, and it's, as my assistant Whitney said, it's the Burr months: September, October, November, and December. And so this is the Burr month catalog and all of the fun things in it. I am going to combine today's projects. I'm actually using an online exclusives bundle, but I'm combining that with something out of our new scrapbooking catalog or brochure, which is kind of like a companion to this catalog. They sort of intermingle. And one of the things I'm going to use is in this scrapbooking brochure. I think we talked about it last week when I was live, but it's really pretty cool. And there's some very new to me items in here, which I love. And I think the funny thing about me loving them is that because they're actually scrapbooking products and I'm not a scrapbooker, I like them for card making. So anyway, I'll get to that here in just a moment. But it's just been a lot of fun getting to play with these new goodies. So anyway, there you have it. Let's see. So new catalog kickoff, there's still time to join. We've only done one prize patrol so far, and we still have 4 exclusive videos for you, the next of which is me tomorrow. Yay! We had a gallery posting over the weekend. We had 2 lives so far, one from Barb and one from Kelly, and then mine is tomorrow. And I really love my cards. I can't wait for you to see them. If you're not in the kickoff, you can get registered. There is a link in the description of this video, and oh my goodness, it's just so much fun. We'll also have game night. I think is that this week? Oh, I don't. Yeah, I think game night is on Friday, so I'm really looking forward to that. All right, I'm gonna flip my camera, and because I've got my visual aids, I've got some stuff to share with you. Sorry, I am jiggling. Okay, so here we go. Oh my, Mary, you are not giving me hope. Over 100. Yikes. That is hot, hot, hot. We just have the corn sweats here in the Midwest. It's a real thing. Okay, so anyway, new candlelight kickoff party. Plenty of this event has yet to come. We've only just gotten started. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we would love to have you on the ride with us. All of the content that is in here is recorded, and you can watch and rewatch it as often as you'd like, for as long as you'd like. Tons and tons of inspiration. We also have make and take packets available featuring the Humble Home, Snowy Wonder, and Regal Flora bundles. Of course, you can substitute other stamps if you prefer. And these make and take packets are available, again, link in the description of my video. And they are just going to be so much fun. They include a bunch of goodies, a bunch like $30 worth of fun goodies out of the new mini catalog. So I think you will love them. And then, of course, the pre-cut cardstock. Also, I have a new all-star video class bundle tutorial, which you can get for free, or you can purchase. It's featuring the Unbounded Beauty, and I will have a blog hop coming up for this on Wednesday. So I hope that you will join me for that. What else do I have to tell you? Ooh, my next thing is I've got paper shares and paper samplers available. I'm going to cut off ordering later this week. So if you would like to get in on this, make sure you get registered right away. So you can get a paper sampler, which is what this is. It comes with the designer series paper and pieces of cardstock so that you can create these. They also come in a page protector. I take mine off just because of the glare with the lighting. But you can store yours in the page protector to keep them nice. You can keep these inside your package of 12 by 12 cardstock, or you can keep it in like a binder, because the page protectors have the binder holes in them. And anyway, they're just really wonderful resources for using your designer series paper, knowing what coordinates and all of that good stuff. And they are available through I believe there should be a link in the description of this video. You can also get a paper share, which is 6 by 6 pieces. I don't have one handy to share with you, but I did a video on this last week, which has a quarter pack of all the new specialty papers, of which we're going to use one today. And the one I'm using is the glimmer paper. So yeah, they're so much fun. And then, what else do I have to share? Oh, yes. Now, I also have a card kit available for you. So if you spend $50 in my online store, you can get this week's projects sent to you in a card kit with all of the goodies that you'll need to create. And it's also, you'll get a PDF, the pre-cut cardstock, and then you can also get the All-Star Video Class Bundle when you spend $50 in my store. That's the Unbounded Beauty, is the All-Star Video Class Bundle. And then if you spend $75 or more, you'll also get an embellishment to go with your card kit, which is really fun. Please make sure to use the host code YGPMRA $74 when you check out if your order is under $150. If it's over, forget the code. You'll still get the kit. But if it's under, please use this host code. That's what helps pay for those card kits and goodies that come with them. So anyway, it's a really great opportunity to get some awesome projects to make that are just so easy because all the hard stuff's been done for you. And then last but not least, our Sunshine and Creativity Delivered kit. You register during the month of September to get the October kit, and it is going to feature cards to use up your designer series paper. I'm looking at all of you and your DSP hoarding. It is a really awesome opportunity to take some of the, we'll actually do a few different things with it, but I'm really excited to showcase some projects to help you use up that designer series paper so that you don't feel guilty when new beautiful papers come out that you just have to have. So, oh my gosh, I'm just giggling. My sweet son just texted, James Earl Jones died. He did that. If you don't know, James Earl Jones, one of the best voices. He was, well, of course, in my family, he was the father of Luke Skywalker, aka Darth Vader in Star Wars. Star Wars is pretty big in my family. He also was the king in, well, The Lion King, Mufasa. He was also the king in that movie with Eddie Murphy, Coming to America. That's kind of an oldie, but that's sad. A really great voice. I think he was also he was the baseball guy in The Sandlot. Oh my gosh, that's such a sweet movie. So yeah, that was really sad. I guess he was 93, so a long life lived for sure. So anyway, so that was sad to hear, but man, 93, not bad. Good life and great things that he shared with us in acting, I'd say. All right. Well, today we're going to use the Potions and Spells bundle. This is part of the online exclusives. And sorry, I'm just bringing up my my live so that I can see the comments better. I always forget to do this. Da, da, da. Oh, it is harder to get to your own business page than you'd think. Here we go. All right. So I want to watch the comments so I don't miss them. Oh goodness, we don't need to listen to that though. All right. Yeah. Okay, here we are. Okay. So, Field of Dreams. Thank you, Wendy. I knew that. That was another baseball movie he was in. I think he was, yeah. It was a great, I haven't seen Field of Dreams for so long. But fun fact, that was actually shot near us in Iowa. In what's it called? Dyersville. Which is actually, we go through it on our way to our cabin, which is kind of fun. Okay, why don't I see my comments? Comments. I don't want to install the Monopoly Go. Also, if you could give me a thumbs up, that would rock. Why can't I see the comments? What is wrong here with this? There we go. Okay. I was like, they were there before and now they're gone. All right. So Potions and Spells. This is just a super cute little bundle. It's part of the online exclusives. It comes with some really wonderful dies that both cut out many of the images here as well as some other items, which are so fun. Now I paired that up with the new Halloween Memories kit that was in that scrapbook brochure that I showed you earlier. And I was so excited to receive this. So this kit is really pretty amazing. It comes with a lot of great goodies. And While I mentioned I am not a scrapbooker, and let's be honest, I don't think that I'm going to start at this point, you know, with my kids. Maybe when I have grandkids, but for right now, I just don't see myself becoming a scrapbooker. But I am a card maker, and I feel like cards are a great way to use some of the items that are in this kit, or making cards are some of the great things to do. So it comes with this brochure that even shows you how to cut the paper, which is really cool. So if you are a scrapbooker, you can cut the paper, you know, efficiently and effectively to create the pages. And then of course there's assembly directions for all of the projects that are shown here. So all full color, which everything's better in color, right? So it comes with a 12 by 12 sheet of stickers, which is really fun. And what I want to do is take these stickers, and I didn't want to, this is funny, I did not want to use them before I could show it to you. So I want to take these stickers and create cards with them, because I think that would be a lot of fun. Then it comes with some single-sided printed papers. So there's 2 sheets of this and 2 sheets of this, and I think both of these will be really fun in card making. Then there's 2 sheets of the designer series paper. These are 2-sided. So I've pulled some of them out because we're actually going to use them on our cards today. So there's 3 sheets. And then in the kit, I'm sorry, in the brochure, let me show you. You can let's see. You can actually order the designer series paper by itself, which is pretty cool. So you can get the DSP separately, or you can get the whole kit, which is kind of cool. And then there's also some 2-tone cardstock. We haven't gotten to that yet in the kit, but the DSP has 4 different patterns. And then I think you must get 3 sheets of each. Yeah, 3 sheets of each of 4 different patterns. So this piece right here is not actually in the kit, but it comes when you buy the DSP separate. Okay, so I'm going to flip these back over and then finish showing you the kit, because as mentioned, it's got some of that 2-toned paper. So here's one side, and then check that out. So there's the lighter side, which I think is really cool. You can also get a package of just the 2-tone paper, which is nice. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, and check this out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then there's some of the white willow cardstock. And then they also include these picture holder placeholders for the scrapbook pages, which of course we're not going to use those for scrapbooking, or I don't plan on it, but I think these would make actually nice little layers of cardstock for projects. So I think, you know, you can use them. So I think there's a lot that comes in this kit, which is really wonderful. Okay, so let me set all that aside and let's start making our cards. All right, I'm also using another item. This is in that same brochure. It's the Halloween Memories stamp set. I think it's $20 or $22. And it's got these words. And actually I found, again, I'm not a scrapbooker, but I found that these were really fun to use in my cards. And I'll show you what I mean by that as we get started. Okay, so my first card was, I really wanted to use that designer series paper. So I'm going to start with a Granny Apple Green card base. Give that a good crease. And then, how does the cardstock compare to our cardstock in weight? So that's a great question. Thank you for asking that, Megan. So I would say that the cardstock is a little bit heavier than our designer series paper, but not quite as heavy as our cardstock. I would say it's probably similar to basic white cardstock in, pretty similar. It also is printed. So like designer series paper, this color is literally printed onto the paper and then darker on one side, lighter on the other. So the inside, the middle of the cardstock, I don't know if you can see that, is white. And so it's definitely a lighter weight paper, which is, you probably wouldn't want to use it for card bases. I'm just going to throw that out there. I wouldn't. I think it's too flimsy for a card base, but that's me. I'm maybe a card base snob. I don't know. But it was great for layering of cards because then it's like designer series paper. So it's not as heavy. It doesn't get as thick when you do multiple layers. So that's basically how I would compare it. So, okay. So back to this card, I started with my card base, which is Granny Apple Green. And then I cut a piece of that designer series paper. It's got the stack of potion and spell books, which is just so cute. And I wanted to add a little something extra to this. By the way, I cut this 3 inches wide, and so there's 4 columns on a sheet, which makes it really great for making cards because you can get so many out of there. Also, as I said, I wanted to add a little something extra to this. So I took this is actually the die that comes in the Round We Go dies. That's the bundle. And you can glue this together to make a rosette. But what I wanted to do was just use it as a border. Now there's 2 sides. You can use the scallop side or I guess I would call that the pinking side, right? Like pinking shears. And I'm just going to have it stick out of my card like that, just to add a little pizzazz to the card. I think it's kind of fun. So I will adhere that. And again, this is just a fun way to add a little something extra to this card. And then it pulls in the pool party, because this is die cut in pool party cardstock. Okay, so then I'm going to add this to my card. And oh my gosh, it's almost so stinking cute. You could leave it right there. But of course we will not. So we'll place that on my card like so. And then I'm going to take and stamp on a scrap here my little scaredy cat, aka my black cat. But so that we can see him, I'm actually stamping him on a scrap of basic gray cardstock in black ink. This is Memento Refill in a white uninked craft pad. And instead of using the white refill, I used black Memento Refill to make this because it stamps nicer than the linen surface of the Memento pad. So I've shown this before, but that's just a quick explanation of it. Okay, so I'm going to die cut that, and I will end up with my little cat here. And then I'm also going to die cut a stem or a handle and a broom this is in pumpkin pie cardstock. And let's just adhere those together onto each other to create a broom and a scaredy cat. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to add that to my card like so. I think a really fun way to do this is to take a glue dot and kind of roll it up a little and then stick that on the back of the handle here, and then another one on the other end like so, and we'll just position this on our card like so. And then I'm going to add my cat popped up kind of on top and overlapping just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to take a little scrap of basic white cardstock and stamp my sentiment, which is Happy Halloween. And this is just so cute, I think. Now what's really cool about this is we also have kits like this for autumn. There's two different Christmas ones. Well, one can be like Christmas or one can be kind of wintry. So I think it's just super cute what can be done with these kits. All right, so I'm going to kind of center that on my cat. I have to giggle at cats because I'm not a huge fan of cats, but I do like them for Halloween. They are pretty fun. Okay, so there's that. Really simple, right? And then we got to embellish. Sorry, I didn't disappear. I just had to find my embellishments. All right, so I'm going to use the adhesive backed sparkle gems because they're perfect for this. And we're going to take, oh, Joyce, if you know what, if you can't cut straight, just use your trimmer, because honestly, some days I can cut straight and some days I just can't. I'm not going to lie. It's just true. Okay, so I'm going to stick a couple of those little gems on there like that. But wait, there's more. All right, so this card, we're going to have a little panel for the inside as well, and here's where it gets fun. The stamp that coordinates with this is this little stack of books, which we can stamp on here. There's a die that die cuts this, but because this is the way we're using it, we didn't need it. And so I thought I would add this. Oh, shoot, I didn't stamp it over far enough. Okay, we're going to redo this. I love that there's two sides to every sheet of paper. So I'm scooching that over a little bit. And then I'm going to stamp Spooky on here. And I love this because we've got Gorgeous Grape, we've got Granny Apple Green, we've got pumpkin pie, and we even have pool party. So we've got a lot of colors to choose from. So I think I'm going to go with Gorgeous Grape because I love Gorgeous Grape as a Halloween color. So I'm going to stamp Spooky on top of this. And P.S., I did a little stamp surgery. So this one is Spooky Fun, but I chose to pull the Spooky off so I could stamp it separate. And then I'm going to take Fun and use that. All I did was snip the photopolymer between, and if I wanted to use them again, all I would have to do is just line these two back up on a long strip or along block, and then I'm good. You know what I mean? Like it'll work just fine. Okay, so then I'm gonna do Fun and put that down there. So I've got Spooky Fun. Then to finish this up, I'm going to color in just a little bit. So I'm going to use my Highland Heather blends, my Granny Apple Green blends, and I think some pumpkin pie blends to just color these books in a little bit. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to do Highland Heather at the bottom here. And I'll do just a little bit of the dark. And then blend it out with my light. Now this is not, Gorgeous Grape, and that's okay. And then maybe I will do one more book. With that color. And then we'll do another book. Spells. And this set just reminds me of Harry Potter. I loved Harry Potter. such fun, such a fun little, my family, we've all read the Harry Potter books. Of course, we've seen the movies. So good. Okay, and then I'm going to do this last book, this kind of thicker one, with my pumpkin pie. And I'm going slow so I can stay in the lines, which I feel like I did a pretty good job of. Okay, so there we go. Spooky fun. So that goes on the inside of our card. And I love matching the insides and the outsides. And I'll just put that inside. And there is our first card. So cute. So I love taking and, you know, just making this simple little change to make my stamp even more versatile. Okay, there we go. That was our first project. Our second card is going to feature I think we call this a book card. Does that make sense? We're going to start. I cut a sheet of paper the long way. I don't do that very often, but I will show you why. So it's 4 1/4 by 11 inches. I'm going to score this at 5 1/2, and then I'm also going to score it at 4 1/4. Okay, so 5 1/2 and 4 1/4. So we'll fold on that 5 1/2 inches, and our card will open like this. Okay, so I'm actually going to adhere this inside portion. You don't have to, but I think it's kind of fun. So this is going to be our book card. Again, I'm taking a little piece of that designer series paper, and this one is one of my favorites. I'll bring in the whole sheet, or I guess what's left of the sheet. It's just so cute. So I really love the pattern on here, just fun, cheerful paper. And, you know, like this is just stripes, like you could, or diagonal stripes, you could totally use that on not necessarily a Halloween card too, you know? So I like that about it. All right, so I've got a 1 by 4 inch strip that I'm putting on the top. Then I've got a 4 by 4 inch piece of gorgeous grape for the bottom. Okay, and then I've got a piece of, what is this? Pumpkin pie. We're going to do a little stamping on this. Just bringing in my scrap paper here so I can protect my work surface. And there's these kind of cute little stamps. Here we go. There's a couple of them. I'll probably just use this one. Because we're just going to put stuff on the edges here. And I'm kind of turning these a little bit. Boom, 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 boom. And, you know, to make it not, you know, 100% looking like it's just stamped, stamped, stamped. I'm flipping these so that they're not exactly the same. You know what I mean? Oh, I know. Okay, I remembered my story that I was trying to remember at the beginning of this video. So I was on my phone this weekend and I saw the most hysterical meme ever. It was because the Packers played the Philadelphia Eagles this week for football, right? And I am not a football fan anymore. I used to be, but I don't know. I just am not anymore. And they showed, this still just makes me laugh. They showed two people who did had the Packers cheese heads on. Like, I'm sure you've seen the cheese heads, right? Where they have these like foam cheese heads that they stick on their head, and it looks like a piece of like Swiss cheese or something, but it's yellow, and because it's got the holes in it. And then they showed another guy who had clearly taken one of the Green Bay cheese heads, and he wrapped it in tinfoil and put a Philadelphia cream cheese label on it, so he was a cream cheese head. I thought that was really hysterical. So anyway, I was thinking that would be kind of a fun Halloween costume. Oh, that just made me giggle, though. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I thought it was pretty funny. Okay, so now I'm popping this panel up onto my card that I've done all this stamping on, like so. And then, oh, I also want to tie onto here a little bow with my black baker's twine. Oh gosh, I love baker's twine. Dean says, what? The ink pad is blank from Stampin' Up? Yes, it is. So a few years ago, our white craft ink pads came basically blank with a white craft refill. And I don't know why the change exactly. I don't remember what the reasoning was behind it, but it started coming that way. So it come with a re-inker and then a clean ink pad. And I learned from one of my team members not too long ago that you could just re-ink it with Memento refill so that you got a better stamping ink pad, because the regular Memento pad has that kind of linen-y surface, and this is our firm foam like our regular ink pads are, so it's really pretty awesome. Yeah. And then you just have an extra white refill for your white craft pad, which I use plenty on things, but yeah. Okay, so there we go. The pumpkin pie is 3 3/4 square. Okay, then I've got a 3.5 inch square. No, that's not it. A 3.5 inch square, which I am going to stamp on. But first I'm going to stamp my cauldron. The ink pad is a blank Stampin' Up! Ink pad, and you use the Memento ink pad re-inker to fill it. Yes. Yep. There we go. So I'm going to stamp this and then die cut it like this. Okay. Now I've got my little square that's going to go right here. And we're going to add the cauldron. I also want to add some of the bubbles that go with this. So I'm going to kind of mark, I'm going to mark my cauldron with a pencil, like this. And this might not show up on the video, but I have a line right here to help me stamp my bubbles in the right spot on here. And I'll have them just sit slightly below. Now the real question, of course, is what color should we stamp the bubbles? And I think I'm going to do them in Gorgeous Grape. Don't worry, I will have bubbles in another color later. In case you were like, that's not the right color, Dina. Okay, so I have them, they're going to go pretty close up to the top of my card, and then we'll just add this like so. So there we go. So much fun. Now, I thought it would be cool to take and do a little clear Wink Stella, and that might smear the ink a little bit on here, and that's just fine with me. No problem there. But of course, all of this is so cute with a little Wink Stella on it, right? And, you know, that line is kind of there, but we'll go under it just a little in case some of it shows. Okay, so there we have that. All right, and then I'm going to pop up my cauldron on top of this. Because, I mean, hello. It's just so cute. Well, I know you want lemon lime bubbles, and don't worry, Joy, I will make that happen, just not on this card. All right, so there's our cauldron. And then I want to stamp my sentiment on here, which is a little hocus pocus, and I'm going to do that in some pumpkin pie. Like that. Oh, so cute. Okay, then we're going to put this onto our card. Since we popped up the pumpkin pie layer, we're not going to pop up the white layer. And there is the front of our card. Oh, so adorable. Okay. I know, well, Joy, you need to make your profile says Joyce. You got to make that say Joy. You can switch it. You just have to switch it in your like account, but I know. Okay. Then I've got a 4-inch square for the inside of my card. And guess what? We're going to use our little stamp. Now we could cut this again if you wanted to just get the 3 different sections, but I think I'm just going to stick with black for the trick or treat. But like you could do, you know, different colors if you wanted. I know some of you are going to say, well, you know, you could do that with markers, and you're right, you could, but I think it just looks so much better stamping with a ink pad. It just looks better than coloring on your stamps with a marker. There, I said it. Don't be mad at me for not loving on the markers direct to stamp. It's not my favorite thing. Okay. So there you go. Dean, do I have a video of the Memento ink pad that I created? Maybe somewhere. I didn't make a specific video for it, but I've shown it multiple times. You literally just squeeze the re-inker. I'm sure I have a video on re-inking an ink pad. It's literally squeezing the re-inker into the pad. It's nothing. There's really not much to it, so it's not that fancy. Okay, so there we go. Trick or treat. How cute is that? So fun. Okay, so there's our second card. 2 cute cards. Now the third card's my favorite. Yay. All right. Oh, wait, actually, we need to embellish this one a little bit. So I think I'm going to take and put a couple of small little gems right here on my card like that, just to decorate. Okay, next up, this is the good one. Okay, I'm going to start with a black card base. And on here, I'm going to fold my cardstock in half. And then for my card panel, it's going to be pumpkin pie. I'm not quite ready to adhere it yet because we're going to do a little stamping on it. And then I've cut some of that designer series paper, so I think this is 1.5 inches wide. And this is going to go on here shortly. Then what I'm going to do is on a scrap of black cardstock, I'm going to take and stamp my cauldron once again. Oh my gosh, Joy, why after you say trick or treat do I always want to say smell my feet? Because you learned that and it's awesome. Give me something good to eat, right? It's kind of like whenever I sing happy birthday, my kids learned to sing you know, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, and then they say cha-cha-cha in between the happy birthdays, right? Cha-cha-cha. I always thought that was kind of fun. Okay, so I cleaned my stamp. I'm going to ink this up with Versamark. Okay. And got my embossing kit here. We'll treat my ink pad with my embossing buddy. Stamp that cauldron on here. Ugh. All right. And then I'm going to actually heat it up with clear powder. And you might be saying, what? What are you doing, Dina? That's crazy. Why would you do cleared powder? Because it's awesome. I mean, I'm just saying. Clear powder on black is going to give us a very cool black image. Okay, I have a question for you. I almost said the word demure because I keep seeing it everywhere. Where did that come from? Why are people saying demure all of a sudden? I don't understand. Can someone explain that to me? Does anybody know the origins of people saying demure all of a sudden lately? I don't know what the deal is with that. But I don't know if it's because they don't know what demure means, but I would say this is demure for lack of a better description. It's also just cool. So you heat emboss get the whole thing. Heat emboss the a TikTok lady started it. That's all I needed to know. Ugh, TikTok. Okay, so anyway, this is just embossed, and then I die cut it. Do you guys like how I did everything ahead of time? Like my Martha Stewart moment. It really cuts down on the length of the live when you have some of this stuff done ahead of time. Okay, so there's that. Then I took from the new, this is the new, and don't, I want to say it's something about Dazzle, but it's the glimmer paper in the mini catalog. And again, I apologize because I can't think of what it's actually called, but that is going to be the potion oozing out of our cauldron. How awesome is that? Okay. And then there's actually a potion, a potion stirring rod that you can add to your cauldron. And then, of course, we need actual potions. So there we go. I think of it demure like understated beauty, which maybe that's not what this is, but it is understated, right? Or like, so our potion bottles have potion in them, which I think is fun. Sparkly potion. So of course, yeah. Oh, yes, that is weird. Demure, whatever. Okay. Does Stampin' Up! Sell blank pads for your idea of the memento refill? Yes, that's where I got it. It comes with a white re-inker, which obviously I'm not using on this black ink pad. I bought the uninked pad along with the re-inker. So yeah, hopefully that helps. All right. It is a pretty awesome deal though. Okay, so there we go. We've got our little cauldron on here. And then we've got the stirring thing. And then we've got our two bottles, which are going to be like that. Okay. So then what I wanted to do was take a couple of the little, there's little bubbles on here, and I'm going to stamp them in some LeBron uses demure as a term of endearment to describe herself, but LeBron is not a girl. Okay, interesting. Maybe it's, you didn't mean LeBron. I don't think I would describe LeBron as demure. Okay, so we've got our little bubbles coming out of our cauldron, which of course I will link the uninked pad to my video. I obviously don't have it in there at this moment, but tomorrow it'll be up. If you just type in the online store uninked craft pad, it'll pop up. Just look for the white pad because that's how it comes. It doesn't come any other way than uninked. Okay, so we've got all of this cute stuff on here. And then I think I'm just going to add, well, let's see here. I'm going to add Happy Halloween right there. I just want to make sure that's over far enough so that I can stamp this on. And then, of course, we'll adhere this after, but the beauty is I can stamp this and make sure it's not awful. Oh, good job, Dina. Okay. All right. Festive Glimmer. Thank you, Dolly. And thank you for those who helped with the ink pad number. I appreciate that too. Okay, so here we go. I've got my card. Let's put all of the pieces together. And then don't forget, you can get a card kit with all these fabulous pre-cut cardstock pieces sent to you. You will want the bundle to make the projects though. Okay. What is the name of the second stamp set? It's called Halloween Memories. And we're going to use this here just in a moment as well. Okay, so I'm going to pop this up onto here. Okay. All right. There we go. And then I'm going to add my sparkly slime from the Festive Glimmer paper, which has 2 shades of green and red in it, and it is just glorious. I love it. So fun. And then I'll take my stirring rod. I don't know how else to describe this. And I'm gonna just stick this in. Like so, right there. I guess I could put a little seal on the back to tack that down. All right, so cute. And then of course we need to add our little potion bottles, which I think are super fun. I love how they did this where they have dies for the little insides of them. So you can do something just like this to put, you know, a potion in the bottle. And I love, of course, this round. Don't forget, by the way, it helps me so much if you give me the thumbs up for this video with the YouTube. They really like it when you both subscribe to my channel. There should be like a little subscription thing over here, hopefully. Although I don't see it on my live right now, but it's probably there on the replay. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I actually, for the first time, had 12 unsubscribes, which I thought was weird. I don't know why you would unsubscribe to my channel. Are my videos not good anymore? I don't know. But anyway, YouTube just, is challenging these days. And so it really helps when you do stuff like that for me. Okay, so there's my 2 bottles. So cute. And then I'm going to add a couple of black dots to this. And I could even have some black dots coming out of my cauldron as well. So how fun is that? Okay. Then the inside of our card. Now, normally I do an inside that is white, but we are going to do an inside that is lemon lime twist. I just gotta grab a block for this. Okay, and this says Wickedly Good Times, which I think is super fun. So we're going to stamp this. And because this is such a big stamp, I'm going to grab my Pierce mat just because my table is kind of rough. Look at that. Wickedly Good Times. So that's in that stamp set, which is just so cute. And we're going to throw this on the inside of our card. Love, love, love it. Oh, so cute. Okay, so let me close this up. All right, so we've got a sparkly cauldron, which I might just add I love. We've got a cat with potions and spell books, and a little book, a bookend card. What's the name of this? Bookbinding card, maybe? I don't know. Super fun. All right, so 3 cute projects. So again, if you place a $50 order in my online store, you will get this card kit sent to you, and we would love to inspire you with this one. You have until the 15th. I was just looking at my calendar. You have until the 15th to place your order for this. So, to get these cards. So make sure and place your order. There is a link in the description of this video. Oh, your business is so very greatly appreciated, friends. I really can't even tell you how much. It just makes my heart happy to know that I've inspired you enough to place an order with me. And of course, I love taking good care of my customers, which actually brings me to a new fun series that I have coming for people who have ordered from me. So you can join my VIP Facebook group. It's just the Creativity Cave VIPs. And in there, I have a series of fun things coming. I think we start in about a week. So I forgot to mention it at the beginning, but it doesn't actually start for another week. But you can join. And the only requirement to join is that you've placed an order from me or purchased either a share or a kit or a class or whatever. So I do ask that you've done that in the last 6 months to be a part of it. So if you haven't ordered anything from me in the last 6 months, oh my gosh, I would be so grateful for your business. It just helps so, so, so much. And so I've got some fun things coming that are going to be exclusive to my VIP group. There will also be prizes. I just think I'll throw that out there so that you have all of the information. Does Sunshine and Creativity subscribers count? Yep, that's one of my classes or kits that I sell. So yes, that does count. But again, all of your orders just make such a difference, whether it's a class purchase, a purchase in my online store, whatever, it really helps make a difference. Also, if you're a part of my team, you can join that as well. My team of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. So anyway, I hope to see you over there. Like I said, it doesn't actually get started for another week. I think it's the Monday the 16th, I think, is our first post. But I'll have more information about that. So make sure and get yourself over there. And have a really great week, friends. I'll be back here on Wednesday with another fun video. So make sure and join me for that. And otherwise, have just a most awesome week, no matter where you are or what you're doing. I hope you have a great one. And we'll see you back here a week from today on my next Monday Live. Thanks so much for being here today, friends. And don't forget, oh gosh, these are like out of the screen. I didn't even realize. Sorry. There you go. That's a little better. But anyway, have the best week, and we'll see you soon, friends. Take care. Bye-bye.